Justice N. Anand Venkatesh said, and I quote him, "Peace is the best prayer and silence the greatest prayer." On 16th of July, the Madras High Court restrained the use of a residential house for the recitation of Nama Sankeerthanam, which means chanting of the names of Hindu gods by a group of people, unless the collector grants permission for using the premises. Now, the thing is, the court observed that what could be divine music to the ears of some might actually be a nuisance to the others. And it restrained the use of residential house, like I said, for the recitation of this. Justice Venkatesh also said that the law should apply equally to all and that no religious group could use such premises for any kind of a prayer. Now, the thing is, it all started when a writ petition was filed by one Prakash Ramachandran of Krishnamachari Street at Radhanagar in Krompet. He said that, in his neighborhood, there is this private congregation which is organized, and the organization is called Global Organization for Divinity, and they all keep chanting the name of God, which he said was very, very disturbing to the others. He said that all the residents of the locality are also disturbed, although he did not present the evidence of it. Now, what did the private respondents, basically the organization which organizes the Kirtanam, said? Filed a counter affidavit saying that they not only had the consent of all the neighbors in the locality, but their rights had been safeguarded under Article 25, which is freedom of religion under the Indian Constitution. The private respondents also submitted that, of course, uttering the name of God only helps in the overall peace of mind, and it is, of course, something which is much encouraged. Now, Justice Venkatesh in this contest said, and I once again quote him, "Peace is the best prayer and silence is the greatest prayer. The day people realize this truth, they will not disturb others by indulging in loud and noisy voices in praying to God." The judge also added that any prayer should remain confined within the four walls of a house and should not create disturbance. Now, additionally, while referring to one of the earlier orders passed by the same judge, which was restraining the use of residential houses for Christian congregational prayers in Kanyakumari district without seeking the collector's nod, the judge responded as follows. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is very important before we start comparing. The same will apply here too, except the change in the name of God. All the other things are the same. How can you have Nama Sankeerthanam without collector's nod? Now, I am asking you, in our country where kirtans, collective chanting is part of our religiosity and culture, many experts are saying that this is strange, but then the Honorable Court has said that. But then, you know what, like any other religion, where does one draw a line and say this is prayer and this is very disturbing? Rahul Ishwar has joined us, author and activist from Kerala, and Satish Kumar, who's advocate, Madras High Court. Namaskaram to both of you. Very warm welcome. Satish, I'll come to you. You are the legal here. Satish, of course, as you know, the private respondents, the organization, the global whatever, who do the Nama Sankeerthanam, they said it's our right, freedom of religion, and based on under the Indian Constitution, and also we have the consent of every neighbor in Krishnamachari Street. Whereas the man who actually petitioned said they are disturbing us a lot. And the Honorable Judge Venkatesh says that, it is better that you keep it within the confines of your home. Decode this for the viewers. This must be very new. In the north, jagarans happen, where there is loud noise. There is, of course, they put speakers. In Chennai, I have seen day and night during, Shivaratri, it goes on and on. Of course, songs are also played. Chanting is less, songs are more. It happens all across India. So, just decode this. And let me be the guilty party here. I have gone to people and requested them, our gods can hear even a whisper, why make it so loud? Go ahead, Satish.
First of all, Sudha, the Honorable High Court's order giving a baseline, especially between two articles. That is, one is Article 25 and other one is Article 15, which is a fundamental rights. Right to live was also there. So there are fundamental rights and religious rights. There should be, the Lordship says very clearly, there should be a balance between these two articles. There is absolutely no doubt. His observation is to be appreciated, and we as a common citizen of this country, abiding the Constitution, we welcome it. Yes, it requires a balance of convenience between both the articles. There is absolutely no doubt about it. But in this case, I have my personal doubts, especially as the order is yet to come out totally. So now giving an opinion before reading the order in detail may not be that much, it's good, but still, based on the available inputs, what we got from the order, and his observation about peace is enough for prayer, for to attain, to reach God. I think this is maybe his personal view. See, the attaining God through peace, or whether there's a loud noise by Nam Sankirtan, name is same, is absolute. That is also a personal liberty of a person. Whether I had to pray personally or whether I had to pray loudly, this is absolutely my private right. Everything should be done within four
But
walls. He
Satish,
says.
my doubt is also that he wouldn't have, the honorable judge wouldn't have added the rider that let's get the collector's nod if he was confident about what was being done, which is
no,
right.
I'm coming to that point. Let me, Sudha, I'll come to that point.
Right.
See, coming to the collector's nod, I'll just second part of it. I am coming to the first part of it, which is subject to a constitutional aspect. First, I want to clarify that. Then I'll come to the procedural aspects. Okay. So, as per the constitution, what he compared, whether this is, I mean, whether louder or which is a peaceful one, this is absolutely, it's also my personal right. Now, in this case, he says that it should not be noisy and sound. We face it's a noisy and sound, whether it will be applicable for a person who is living in a house, putting the TV volume sound and listening music. Will this apply to that also or not? That is another question. Whether it's for a Nama Sankirtan, now you are saying we have to get the collection permission. In case I'm putting my TV volume sound and with my friends I'm watching a movie, then again it says it's a noisy and sound, infringing the personal liberty of the neighbor. There the question arises where to put the full stop, whether I'm crossing
Did you draw the line? But in this, you are right. You are right. People watch cricket matches loudly and it is disturbing people. It is disturbance.
Exactly.
If you have the right to listen, I have the right to. Rahul is, let me come back to you, Satish, because Rahul is waiting also. Rahul, tell me, what do you make of this? I am of the opinion that the honorable judge said something which makes a lot of sense. You can have Nama Sankeerthanam, which is collective congregational prayer or chanting the name of all the Hindu gods, by all means, but not at the cost of so loud that everyone else is disturbed. And I could be of the same religion. I am of the same religion. I have faced it where I had to go and tell them, pipe it down. It's all right. Your God can hear. Go ahead, Rahul.
Sudhaji, as you know, I'm a Hindu activist who have fought for Hindu causes.
Yes.
I genuinely believe we believers should have some kind of self-restraint. I'm a person who has organized Nama Sankeerthanam.
Very well said.
We have organized, I know, protest and all. We need to have a balance between all the constitutional rights we get along with common sense. See, our prayer, you know, I'm a deeply faithful person. I go to these kind of congregations, but I am always that it should not disturb others, not only, you know, people of other faith, you know, people of my faith too, either by loud voice, either by creating traffic blocks, either by creating other things. I myself have gone to many places along, you know, the temple structures and said, let's tone it down a bit. You know, we need to have some kind of a civic sense along with it. There is no conflict between both. See, the conflict arises only when there are some people who want to overplace it. Let us not do that. Let us be very devotional. Let us be very, you know, spiritual. At the same point of time, we should take into consideration the convenience of others, the comfort of others. And that's a sensible balance that we can all do. And I think that all the religious people, all the spiritual people should be mindful about their actions impact on other children of God too. So we, you know, whether it is Hindu, Muslim or Christian or
my
Muslim,
stand, my stand. Rahul also has what I think.
We need to find that. We need to find that balance.
Balance. That balance is important because everyone, ladies and gentlemen, you all, some of you, not all of you, must be thinking, what about that religion and loudspeaker? What about this religion and the loudspeaker? So I am telling you, yeah, that religion and loudspeaker. But what about us? Loudspeaker and playing songs on, you know, Krishna's birthday, Gokulashtami and other. I've seen it. It's like you do it with impunity. There are traffic jams. Lord Krishna doesn't want that. Come on, Satish, please come in.
So because in our country we cannot compare one religion with the other religion, and because the majority of the religions practice is we have to see the percentage also of population. So we cannot just compare like that also. And apart from that, I want to come to the procedural aspects. What is stated by the honorable judge in this case especially. Go and get a collector's nod. how it is absolutely impracticable, because I'll tell you, whether it is for one day it is a Nama Sankirtanam, or it is a continuous practice, or if it is in the residential place conducted by a group of people, which is maybe under as a private sector, a company, or whatever it is, they are conducting it. There are a lot of questions to be answered in this case, especially.
No
If you
question.
observe
For
the
me,
order,
Satish, it's no, Satish, for me, if people there, Rahul, you can take this question. Suppose I was playing loud disco music, my neighbors will come and say, pipe it down. But if I'm playing something religious, they will not say it because they are this sensitive. We have a big moral thing. We are all thinking on moral. We are sitting on moral boulders. Disco music
No, I don't.
is
I'm not initially. That's why initially I said
why did
there
you
should
say,
be a balance
but
between
no,
art.
no,
I said in
you
a
said, but
constitutional
just
way.
now you said majority religion, the constitution, before
Exactly.
that we are all
Yes,
equal.
yes, yes.
Rahul, come in, Rahul.
No. As you are commenting
Sadishi,
about it,
two
I'm saying this,
submissions I would like to
Sudha,
make to you.
because
I
I'll tell
agree
you,
with the
because
spirit of what you said.
you will hear more Nama Sankirtan than anything else, because
Says
of
who?
the population I'm saying,
Says
because
who?
of the quantum of people
I'm
I'm
sorry,
saying.
I don't
Now
know
I'm
Nama
commenting.
Sankeerthanam. What is all this? Rahul, come in, Rahul. No, that's not fair.
Just a quick submission to you. I agree with the spirit of it, but I basically would submit we ours should have a restraint. We ours should have some
Yes.
kind of a limits, and then more people congregate. For example, 5 to 10 is okay, but if 40 or 50 people are coming and doing this, of course it can disturb neighbors. We are not very rich people, we may be middle class or aspirational middle class, so houses will be very close. Even if we are chanting it louder, it can disturb a person on the other room. So some kind of convenience and comfort should be there, and you can, of course, there can be detailed guidelines, for example, regarding number of people, regarding note to be taken, and it applies to all, whether it is Hindus, Muslim, or Christian, doesn't matter. We believers should take it upon ourselves. We should take initiative to see to it that when we are praying God, it is not disturbing others.